Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for today's second day of the Esports Masters Valorant season. My name is Luca Trent, one of your casters too, but of course I am not alone. I'm joined by the amazing Lunari here on my left, right.
I think it's the right for the viewers, but
I think so
I'm
too.
also not sure today. But Luca, thank you for your insane and great introduction. Yes, I'm very pleased and very happy to be here today with you. It's my first English Valorant cast, so we're gonna see how this is going. But you already said, yeah, we are gonna see amazing Valorant games, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Especially after the first day was that crazy. I can't wait
Yes.
for the second day. The games, and especially it's the first time here. Just for your viewers, we're actually a trio with Pera and Lunari. And she will always join me on Thursdays, and Pera will always be there on Tuesdays. So
Yes.
guys, let's watch a quick format video so you even understand what is even going on today.
Greetings and welcome all to the Post Esports Masters Season 5. Spring comes in early this year as the competition prepares for quite a few changes. We're excited to dive into this season with our new lineup of games as we're traveling new tracks and bring back old gold. This year, teams signed the limelight of the Post Esports Masters with League of Legends and Rocket League coming back from a more or less distant past, and with our newest addition, Valorant. For each game, everything starts with their qualifiers played in a Swiss tournament system, resulting in 12 teams for League of Legends and Valorant and 16 teams for Rocket League to lock in their spot for the regular season. This year, the competition will house more teams than ever before, and to accommodate that, we've decided to introduce 2 divisions. In each division, teams will face off in a double round-robin format over the course of 4 weeks, with set game days on Tuesdays and Thursdays for the first division. There, only the top teams will be paving their way towards playoffs and get a shot at the big finale later in the year, while the lower teams will tread shakier grounds as they will face the top 2 teams of the second division to defend their spot for the next season of the Post Esports Masters. All these teams will of course be competing to get their fair share of a total prize pool of 20,000 euros. So sign up now on postesportsmasters.lu.
Guys, 20,000 euros. What a crazy sum, right?
That's insane. That's like a huge, huge, huge amount of prize pool, and I think that's always still a little bit of a motivation for the players as well, and for the whole team,
Definitely.
of course.
Especially since Valorant, there's 7,500 euros up for grabs, and one single team alone could win up to 3,500 euros. What an amazing
I mean,
sum! I think this should be
that's a
motivation
lot of
enough.
money. That's a lot of money, definitely, for even for every player if you divide it up. But I think the players are gonna look forward to it, and they're gonna do their best, as probably we're gonna see today as well. But before we start the day, we're gonna have a little interview waiting for you, so you can just get to know one of the teams better, and we're gonna see what they have to say and what like the Post Esports Masters mean to them as a team, and what they're gonna expect from this season.
We want to make sure to let the world know, but mostly like the Benelux and everything, that EDT is more than just a student team, and we want to put our names out there.
So my name is Lars, I'm 19 and I'm Dutch.
I'm awesome. I'm 21 years old. I'm from the Netherlands.
I'm Right, I'm 20 years old, and I'm also from the Netherlands.
My name is Flip, I'm 19 years old and I'm Dutch.
Hey, I'm Savix, I'm 22 and I'm from Portugal.
Hey, I'm Niran, I'm 18 and I'm from India.
Alright, so ETT as a whole has been an organization since 2020 now. We are a student team from the Netherlands, and well, us as a 6 now have been together for 2 weeks because we picked up Savix from Breda. So yeah, we've been playing Post as our first tournament now. We hope to achieve great things.
We were looking for tournaments to play, and since Trinity Trials stopped this year, or at least for Benelux, we were looking for different tournaments, and then we saw Post Esports Masters, and we thought like, yeah, let's just go for that.
Well, our journey during the qualifiers was a pretty interesting one. Our IGL was hard stuck Diamond 3. Our newly scouted Smokes player was battling a deathly illness. And me as the coach, I couldn't even make it. But we did win 3 out of our 4 matches, and I heard the boys had a really good time.
Well, since the qualifiers, we have only lost to Psycho, and to our knowledge, that's the only team we should fear right now.
So right now we're, like, as we said, we're a new roster, so we're pretty unrefined yet. You might see it as a weakness. I personally see it as a strength, because there's a lot to improve on.
Which element will most define your results during the season? So this can be cohesion, consistency, mindset, so on and so forth.
Relationships between the players.
What will you do with the cash prize if you win?
So our coach has really been struggling, and I hope we can finally afford to pay him 3 meals a day.
Any final words for your opponents?
Be ready.
What a sympathetic group of people. Super interesting actually, because I actually talked with Lars, one of their players from Esports Team 20, and he told me that one of the biggest issues were these exact roster changes. So to still see him here and try their best to perform. Last time they actually lost against Aoma. Afterwards we will actually look over the leaderboards at a later point. But they're still hungry for the win. They have 2 chances today to redeem themselves, because we have seen some amazing flashes of greatness from them.
Yes, but as you already mentioned, I think it's, as an esports team, it's a pretty big thing if you're going through roster changes so close to a tournament, because it's pretty important to like get to know each other, get the synergies right, and
Exactly.
I hope we're gonna see the developing synergies throughout this competition, and maybe already today. So I'm expecting good from them today.
This was actually also one of the things they tried to improve the most, like how they, when I asked them how they prepared for the tournament, they starting to know each other, know their play styles, so they can actually synergize better, was their biggest goal for the day. And I think that especially from the last game, they were able to learn a lot about them, so I'm sure we will see some amazing plays from them.
Yeah, I'm sure as well. Or at least I'm definitely hoping for them, as you said. They are such a sympathetic team. So I hope they're gonna find their synergy today. But as you already said, we are going to first of all have a look at the leaderboard for Division 1 and 2 and see what's going on, or what went on the last day. And as we see here, Psycho Esports is pretty dominant right now. They had 2 games last day and they are 2-0 up at first place right now. On second spot we see a one-man army also won their game last Tuesday, I think. And on 3 we have BLX with also their first win in their pocket.
Afterwards again, Esports Team 20 on the 4th spot. As we said, they lost against a one-man army, but we have seen them play so well, especially their coordination was amazingly, especially when we regard the fact that they had so many roster changes. Afterwards, we have Royal Family Esports playing against Psycho Esports. Actually they played against Psycho Esports and BLX last time, lost those 2 games. And they have the chance on our last game against Esports Team 20 and Snooze Esports, actually the only Luxembourgish team we have right now. Played the first game against Psycho, the red hot team. But if I'm correct, they will play the first game today as well against a one-man army. So let's hope that they also try to redeem themselves after that. Maybe a bit of hiccup against Psycho. Now coming up to leaderboard of Division 2, one thing you haven't seen last day on stream. There we can see Dynasty on the first spot with 1-0. Team Guardian on the second spot also with 1-0. Then we have some teams that haven't played yet. Those stat boards will always be updated. Actually, if you want to update yourself on the state of the current tournament, you can always visit the Esports Masters website. There will be every information available for you. Just look around. Not so cocky slots here on the 3rd spot with 1 loss, and the same here for Reliant Esports.
Yes. And I'm really looking forward, as you said today, Snooze gonna prove themselves today in game 1, what they can bring up to the table today against a one-man army.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, we are already in the quick map trailer for map 1. I think that's a familiar one to a lot of you. Yeah, a really basic map. A lot of people love to play. me included. So let's see what Snooze Esports and One Man Army are gonna get their hands on this special map. Luca, are you back?
Yep, sorry.
Oh,
My
all
internet
good.
just broke
If you-
down again
if-
for a
if you-
second. I don't know what is going on.
If you didn't hear, Luca just disconnected from the Discord, so I was like worried for a moment. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, just to be clear, how the map was chosen, it's like the classic style as we know it from a lot of Valorant competitions. Just the teams ban maps until one map remains, and that's the map they're gonna play. And I'm really looking forward. I'm really looking forward to seeing them on this map, and I'm also a little bit curious what we're gonna see from their team compositions, if they're gonna
Exactly.
like mirror themselves, or if we're gonna see some change-ups. So
I don't think we have ever seen a mirror matchup yet, so it will be really interesting to see. But talking about the game in general, why not watch the lineups, starting off with Snooze's lineup for today?
Yeah, the only Lux team, as we already said, are really really focusing on Knurps or Alex as their in-game leader and their star player to enable them in the match and hopefully get all their synergies together. I'm really happy that we see Snow Bunny here, because I always love it if we see a little mixed team. So I'm really looking forward what she's gonna do today, and I think we already can, and we also can look at the lineup of a one-man army and give a little rundown what we're gonna see.
Here we have Chaos, Air Shooter, Rain, Peaks, and Kavan. Especially Kavan performed so great last time against Esports Team 20 as Chamber.
Yes.
We were a bit worried at the beginning about his pick, since Chamber, even though he's a Sentinel, he isn't really a defensive kind of Sentinel. But he proved, especially on the attacker side, that he can hit those shots like a maniac. Peaks as well with a crazy performance. I think both of them combined for around 50 frags. So definitely definitely their dynamic duo. I can't wait to see them, like what they have in like prepared for us today. Because if they two play, it's always a great show, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the stats already, but if you said it again, it was like reminding me on how crazy they work together as a duo, as you already said. And I have to do a little correction. We actually showed the wrong map in the map trailer, so don't be confused if we see another map trailer again or another map in the match later. So that was just a little mistake on our side.
Okay. While we wait for the actual map, we can actually talk about the general matchups that we will see today, so the general lineup of games we have prepared for you guys, because of course Snooze against a one-man army won't be the only game we will stream for you today.
Definitely not. No, as game 2 we're gonna see BLX against Esports Team 20, what we talked about earlier today. And Esports Team 20 and a one-man army will have 2 games today, so we're gonna see how this maybe impacts them a little bit, or if that just like doesn't change anything at all. On game 3 we're gonna see Psycho Esports with like a dominant day 1. We're gonna expect a lot from them, I guess, and they're gonna play against a one-man army as their second match. And on the last match, as you mentioned before, Luca, we're gonna see Royal Family Esports against Esports Team 20, also in their second match of the day.
The craziest thing even is, when I look back at, for example, our Clash Royale days, we always had, for example, the Masters of the Day game, which was the most anticipated. Here, I can't even pick, because every single game has so many interesting matchups.
Yeah.
And I'm just like let's just run them all at once. Like, I want to see every single thing play out.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm really looking forward to the Snooze game, of course, because like a full Lux team, you always have you always have the like favorites a little bit. So I'm gonna be looking out for Snooze and of course the Psycho Esports game. Are they like actually that dominant? Do they had a lucky day on day 1? Or are we gonna see like this streak continue? Luca also told me earlier that told me earlier that Psycho played with like ridiculous crosshairs at the end. So, I mean,
The
Psycho,
confidence is high. The confidence is crazy high.
Psycho, if you're watching that, it would be a pleasure for me to see some fun crosshairs today. But only if you're comfortable with it. Like, let's have a look. But
Especially that
like,
player Glenn. I think he was one of the hottest in general. He played so well, and it was so funny to watch a whole team play as a coordinated group. But it's also really interesting, especially now for Snooze, since they have a pretty similar problem that also Esports Team 20 had, since they also went to some crazy team changes. For example, they had to adapt to the reconstruction of the team. They had a completely new IGL, and that has brought many challenges to them. But right now we're jumping into the Asian selection, and we can see already a Sova here by Wolverines, Alex picking Killjoy. We have Euro as a duelist, Omen as a smoker, and Kaio here as a flasher for Snooze Esports.
Yeah, and we like they're getting matched by one-man army in the
So many
basic
ways.
picks. I think Sova. I think Sova is just a must pick on Ascent.
Of course,
like,
definitely.
It's like so good, and Killjoy as well. They chose Kaio as well, and the Jet, and the Omen is not locked in yet, so we're gonna see if they're gonna change their mind. But I think an Omen would be a good choice here.
I think so too. In general, I'd say most of the picks will always be pretty similar. Only
Yeah,
the duelist,
definitely.
because the duelist is in general the most flexible player role.
Definitely.
Because your whole job is just to get the entry frag, so you can so your team can actually advance into the site or retake the site. So I can't wait to see how that plays out. We have Jet against Euro, and the rest will be the same for you.
Yeah, definitely. As I said earlier, maybe we're gonna even see a mirror match today. But yeah, usually the players always have a little bit of a preference on their agent picks. So you have on one hand you have like what's the best comp for the map, and on the other hand you have like okay, what are our comfort picks? Are we gonna find the balance there? And but as you said, a lot of the times it's gonna be the same regarding the duelists we're gonna see.
I think now we're finally ready to jump into the first game. We have the loading screen ready on the map Ascent. I usually always love to play Ascent, especially as Cypher. I love to be on B. That was like my main spot. Love the tripwires you could place here.
Yeah, I'm actually a silver main, and I love this map. It's like, as a silver, you have so many lineup options. You just can be annoying to your opponents without like being even close to them. So it's like, I love
Especially
it.
with Sova's darts, he's able to get so much information about the team's positions. But then we can see Kavan once again playing super aggressively. This time here with Jet, pushing through mid. Through the smoke and dashing inside.
This is such an aggressive play. Wow.
League here being worried. He doesn't know that they're coming mostly from it. Oh, but they actually re-rotate. Now direction A. Alex is waiting for them. Will he get some frags or will he get taken out immediately? Smoked off though. Pretty tight spot for him.
But he definitely gonna get some information there.
Running on sides. Now Snooze slowly reloading. But Ayamakawa is already with the plant. They have the side control mostly, but Team Snooze is ready to retake. Currently mostly coming from upstairs from heaven. Wolverine's checking out through the window. One is low though.
But are they gonna be able to retake?
Ooh, but then we have the first frag of today. Kavan taking out Wolverines with a clean headshot. Kavan with the second frag! There should the trading as season. And Snooze only with one player left, and there we go. Ayomaray finishes off Snow Bunny there with a strong 3-1 lead. What a nice piss around here for a one-man army.
Yeah, definitely well played there with a not really a fake mid, but they like had a look mid, and then they were like, nope, we just gonna rotate, and that was definitely the complete right decision in this case. And Snooze were just a little too slow. Or like a little late on the retake, but they were one-man army definitely played that really well. So now let's see.
It was also crazy to see their general sense of the game because they already sense, okay, maybe B will be the bit harder side to actually take in. So they just rotate immediately, as you said, the perfect call for them. Now they try to push through B. They have Omen and a spike though, direction A. So we could see fake B and then a move through mid towards A once again.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility, but here we're gonna see the first... Oh, that was so clean, wow.
Gavan once again with a frag, Rain helping him out here. And it just took out 2 players just like that. Snooze had the better timing, but again, since they lost the first round, the eco is kind of bad, so they can't really...
Yeah, sure.
They can't really answer with the same force a one-man army currently has. So it will be really interesting to see how Snooze reacts.
Yeah, definitely. I think in Snooze shoes right now, you just want to get the most out of this round and just maybe get some frags, but I think they know, okay, they really can't win this round with them having to eco and one-man army actually at least half-board. So
chances are very low. Interesting to see that Jet already activated her ability here on side. Kaio planting, cleaning out every corner, and they are ready. They are locked down on A, and now we have 3 Snooze players trying to retake. This time through the door.
Let's see if they get the chance to retake. They actually got 1 frag. That's definitely a win on an eco round. Every frag you get on the eco rounds are like really
important.
Good frags.
Since they just help you to kind of regain control of the game in general.
Yes, definitely.
Ooh, Liga trying to get some. But Snooze's Crims actually got 2 players here. So they had a pretty good round, all in all. Killing 3 people, destroying the eco more.
Yes, what Snooze did there was so insane. Like, he had a freaking classic and he made that work. And that's insane. That's actually insane that they even got 4 frags out of their eco round. And now you see they can definitely buy some weapons here and get back into the game with an even playing field.
They had a classic and a dream, I'd say.
Yeah, they really had a classic and a dream, but they made their dream work, you know, and that's the most important thing. Sometimes a dream and a classic is enough.
But there you can see, Lunari, what I said about you earlier, that how aggressive Kavan is actually playing, but he got wrecked here by... Oh, but they trade each other off. Now we have a 3v3 situation. Snooze holding down the side pretty well. They saved some time for their players to reroute. But Aoma once again gets the plant down.
Yes, and League is definitely trying to find the last players here.
They know that they have to really be careful about how they go there. Because a 3-0 situation is pretty bad. Ooh, Aoma peak. Being in the right position here, taking out Omen.
But it's possible to do a 1v2.
Definitely. We have seen it.
Ah, they know now. Okay, if they can just peek him together and he's gonna have no chance, yeah. It's gonna be hard for him in this situation. Especially when they have the info where he is, they can just turn, peek him together, and then it's gonna be pretty hard.
In general, information is one of the most important things about this game.
Yes.
This is why, as you said, Sova is such an important character, because the map is so open, his darts can fly anywhere. And we all know that his recon dart is one of the craziest abilities in that game. Information
yeah, it is,
gathering
definitely.
wise.
You can basically complete destroy an A or B rush here with 1 dart. You can just place 1 dart at the beginning of the round. If you see 5 players, it's done. You just know where everyone is, and that's just insanely strong, and especially on this map.
Yeah. Kavan once again here with the opening frag, but he's getting traded immediately. And general trades were one of the most important things we have seen on day 1. Teams that can actually gather those trades were the ones ultimately winning in the end. So that we know that being a well-coordinated team, peaking together, is extremely important here in Valorant.
Yeah, definitely.
Now here Fisher closing up the door. They have A side once again. Will the plant happen now? Yeah, Kaio planting. How will Knips answer? Does he see Chaos on his left? And there we can see how important that dart was, but he couldn't convert the information he got. And now Fair Shooter completely destroyed the team, and AO Chaos here finishing Wolverines.
Okay, that was so clean. That was so clean. Even though the Silver Dart got all the information basically they needed, just one-man army kept their heads down, stayed focused, and just fragged them out of oblivion. That was so clean.
But in a second, like, I couldn't even react to what happened here. Ayoma is so quickly on their give me a sec. They're so quickly on their peaking. It's crazy. And then we can see how important confidence is, especially in those kind of shooter games. Because Ayoma is coming off a win, Snooze is coming off of a loss. Maybe the loss still lingers on them. But nothing is lost yet. And 0-2-4 is definitely still comebackable.
Yeah, we're not gonna see a 3-9 curse yet, so that's just great news. But it's definitely a game that's gonna be changeable, or at least they're gonna do their best to change it. But One Man Army just has the momentum on their side right now. But okay.
They definitely have, and you can see how comfortable they are on that A spot, because once again they just rush in there, got them opening friends. Kavan is doing wonders for that team.
Yeah.
And once again the side is on lockdown. Oh, but Crips here with an immediate answer on Rain. Peaks, even though he had the first peak advantage, can't convert now. Finally killing Knirps as a 2v3, 1v3, and Ayoma Kavan once again taking them out. It's just ridiculous. What Kavan is doing to this team, the way he leads them to victory.
I mean, the Killjoy and the Jet were both pretty low, so maybe 1 or 2 better hits would have done the job, but just one man army is flying right now. As you said, with their confidence, they were like walking they were just walking on spot like nothing could happen to them.
They own that
like,
place.
No,
they
that's just our
place.
place now. Just we're just chilling here, and
we don't really care what you guys do.
They were right. Okay, we're gonna see Kavan's Jet ultimate and gonna see what he's gonna be able to do.
I am pretty hyped for that one because we know how crazy Jet can perform with those knives in her hand.
Yes.
Now League against Peaks on mid, dueling it out with the Sheriff. But Peaks having a 3-kill already. Emma Fisher taking out the 4th, and this looks like a flawless 6th round here for a one-man army. Kavan now coming from behind. Will he see Wolverines there on his left? And the flawless victory.
Yeah, I mean, Snooze had to eco there, so it was smart from them to eco there to be able to come back hopefully in this round. But yeah, Ayoma just forced them into this round. So they got themselves another one, and now Snooze is gonna buy, or at least most of them are gonna full buy, and will try their best to come back in this game.
Especially it's interesting to see that they finally took a timeout. This was actually one of the things we talked about earlier on the first stream, since they had a pretty rough start, also against Psycho, and decided to not take a single timeout. It's always super important in those kind of situations, because you can always have a bad or good start.
Yes.
And with a timeout, you can either regroup and brainstorm new ideas on how to answer your opponent, or you can even just stop their flow. Because right now, Ayoma was so comfortable with every movement, with every decision they made. Now, after the timeout, their flow got disrupted to a certain degree.
Yeah, definitely. It's such an important thing to get like your mental reset, to maybe just talk out some strategies. I mean, you have like, I don't know, 25, 30 seconds by phase, and that's sometimes it's just not enough to talk about strategies to answer your opponent's moves. So, as you already said, it's such an important tool, and it's such... I think it's also a perfect timing for a timeout, because they literally got ran over two rounds in a row. So I hope that they're gonna find their mindset there.
Especially we have seen last day as well how important timeouts can be. Rich, the coach from BLX, was able to somehow convert his team and change them into complete new players, and they actually managed a comeback of 4-8 and finished the round by I think 13-9. So maybe now Snooze can do the same. Their IGL is now holding their faith, and let's hope for the best here for Snooze.
Yeah, definitely. The thing why I had a little laugh there is like the Odin Sova lineup I'm doing as well always. It's like
No way!
yeah, it's like you always try. You always are like, okay, this one round I'm just gonna try. And sometimes you hit and sometimes you miss. And in this case it was a miss, but it's so funny that even like really good players are using this strat, and I don't feel so bad anymore for like grabbing an Odin and just spraying through the wall.
Because I'll be honest with you, this is one of the most frustrating things I've
Yeah.
met on Ascent. When the Sova dart gets you and you just get immediately shot down by an Odin
Yeah.
through the wall. I might have smashed my board multiple times because of that.
I get that. Even, especially if it gets followed up by a Sova ultimate as well, then it's just...
Oh, fair shooter with the 2k here.
What?
Aoba Peaks taking out Alex as well, but it's a 2v2. Wolverines was able to once again get some information
the
out.
drone was
League
so
taking out, but
annoying.
and fair shooter with the 4k. Snooze was nearly able to take the first round, so we have seen that their timeout was effective to a certain degree. It was way closer than before, and they have seen that they are able to actually defeat the players of a one-man army. So maybe
Yeah,
this was,
definitely.
even though they lost it, maybe it was a
Definitely.
certain comeback boost.
But if you have you seen the entry frags of Kaio there? They're like they peaked him as 2 players, and he just
Bam, just
what?
stunned. He
What was
annihilated
that?
them.
I think I need to get some aim coaching from him, because that's like insanely strong. Hell, it was insane.
I would love
But
to
as you
see
said-
his time on aim lab. Like how much time this man has spent on aim lab.
I don't know. Probably more hours than I've even played the game. but that's just insane. That's just insane, and that just shows the skill and the quality of the players that we have in here. This Sova drone is so important. Getting some information about the spot.
Here.
on which side enemies could stand. You can
Yes.
see also Kavan pinging the left side here.
Yes.
But now they are a bit unsure. I think they're worried about that A push because Wolverines is currently lurking back in CT, and he's not really sure. Should he rotate to A? Should he stay on B? And I think
Yeah.
this is exactly what Ioma wants. They want them to rotate towards A so they can rush B.
Yeah, probably, but I think that's actually a smart move here to play it slow a little bit, because Snooze got used to the fast side
30
pushes,
seconds left.
so now just taking it a little slow, maybe making them unsure a little bit. Wow, okay.
But actually Snooze currently having the numbers advantage here. 4v3,
Yes.
okay, Kavan now making it equal, getting traded though by Alex. And only Fair Shooter is left here to defend that spike. Snooze finally being able to maybe convert something. Fair Shooter here being flashed. So that doesn't hit. But everybody's low.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god!
No! No way! Fair Shooter did not just catch that!
He was just like, 1v3, give me a real challenge, man, what?
Fair Shooter, what are you doing to my heart?
That's
I was
insane.
so sure Snooze finally got their win, and even though they peaked together, Fair Shooter's aim was just so on point.
I mean, like, what the heck? I think they even had the information that he was back there, because I saw, like, Sova shock darts just flying there. But, what? And the Odin play again! I love
once
him.
again, but
I love him.
he just barely missed.
Yeah.
He just barely missed, but he's still trying, Sova's still trying. And now
even
League here.
Even with a numbers advantage that Snooze got, the aim was so on point. Like, what?
But what is super interesting to see, Killjoy's ultimate was just a fake out and they rotated to A, but somehow Snooze was able to react, and they're super
Yeah.
fast here back on A side. But Ioma Rain taking out Snooze's Alex. And
turn from the
Kavan
flash
here
here.
with dominance taking out, actually First Shooter took out Knurps, and Kavan taking out Ligi, and everybody was involved in that win. It's 9-0, and once again a flawless victory here for a one-man army.
That's just insane. That's just so insane. Even though I just want to have a couple more words to the round before that. I mean, keeping your mental up there when you're being in a match like this, 1 versus 3, is like such a strong thing to do, and such a hard thing to do as well. Not just like, yeah, this round's lost. I'm just gonna see if I can trade one, and he just stayed up there. It's like their mental is unkillable right now. That's insane. And in the round 4 again. Oh my god, it's insane.
Kavan opening again, Chaos here also getting a frag. Rain taking out Knurps.
Oh.
Ooh, but Wolverine getting in with the stinger. Nicely see. And as you said, the confidence is key though here.
Yeah, it's
Neoma's
insane.
in such a beautiful spot.
I mean, it just feels like if one-man army just sees one strand of hair right now, it's just gonna be a dead agent. It's insane.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. The aim is on point.
Yeah.
And now we can see Wolverine here leading the charge, but only has 5 HP. Now, right now, I think their main focus is just to get as many frags as possible. But again,
Yes,
we have
definitely.
seen it already. A classic and a dream. Maybe now it's a stinger and a dream.
Maybe now it's the singer in the dream. Yeah, definitely. Oh, this Sova is so low. 5 HP.
Last player standing.
Yeah.
Team
Oh, again a team ace. They're spreading their kills throughout the whole team. It's like there's just not one person having the backpack and have to carry everyone. Everyone on this team is getting their heads down and playing so clean this round. It's insane. I mean, like, obviously you see Fair Shooter and Kavan, but everybody is like doing a really, really, really good job right now.
Especially even if you can't convert the whole frag, we have seen the top, like the bottom fraggers and bottom fraggers with 8 assists each. So everybody here in this team plays their important role to that 10-0 victory for right now. And then the Kavan once again pushing in so strong, taking out League, taking out Knurps, finally getting taken out by Wolverines. But again, Snow Bunny here with a strong performance, but Rain taking her out. And now it's only Alex. A 1v3. It is possible though. Nicely done here, taking out Peaks. And he needs to take his time. They will push out slowly because they have to.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, nicely done, Alex, come on! Oh, unfair shooter coming in clutch once again.
So close! OMG!
In the half.
OMG! But that Killjoy ultimate was so well timed and so well thought. To force them off of the spot was so smart, and it was almost the clutch. But that's like the thing we said about 4 times this game. It's like almost. It's like they can't find the last like 20 damage to finish off their opponents, and it's like I wish them a round. I wish them a win in this round. Maybe they can find it now.
Because being down 12-0, especially after a piss around, with the confidence Aoma has right now, would be super tough.
Yes.
But I think this is the slowest start right now, because it's the first time I haven't seen Kavan just run in and get an injury frag.
Yeah, he's like the he's like always just like, yes, I'm gonna be here and you're gonna be down. That's like his mindset right now. He's just going for it. But as we saw earlier, the slow takes were actually going in Snooze favors at the beginning mostly. But then we just had a KO fragging 3 people away, so maybe the slow take is gonna be great for Snooze. Okay.
But all in all, I love the way how Aoma plays. Like, they always fake on A, try to reroute to B, or just switch it up. Nothing that they do is, like, every single round is something different. But now Snow Bunny here getting a frag, getting his second frag. Let's pop her off. Come on, girl.
30 seconds left.
Snow Bunny's positioning just so on point there. They didn't know she was there.
And now they have control of the spike. It's a 4v2, and this could be the first win. Especially since time, and the time is on their side.
10 seconds left. Oh, yes!
Let's go, Snooze! Let's get their
You
first
just have
win.
to manifest it. Maybe we have to manifest more. No, but it was Snowbunny's positioning. I just wanted to point it out one more time. Was so smart there because I think they checked the spot, but she moved so smart that she just got the 2 frags there, and that was such an important point there. Well played, definitely by Snowbunny there.
Now I'm really interested to see on how a one-man army plays on the defensive side.
Yes.
Mostly we've seen them dominate on the offensive. Maybe it's Snooze's game now.
Yes.
Everything's so open. I always believe in a lovely comeback. I'll be honest. I always believe in a lovely comeback.
I mean, it's like more interesting to watch, right? So, and we are here all for the entertainment.
Exactly.
So we just gonna wish for an insane comeback. And
Because
like,
one of the
yeah.
No, I just wanted to point out that one of the most important things is always to have fun. Even though it's a competition, you should always have fun playing these games. Esports is for the people, by the people, and we should all be a community united.
Definitely, you said that so well right now. Wow.
Thank you.
No, but for sure. Oh.
Kavan again opening it up. Chaos taking the second frag. They do have the plant down. Snooze has a plant down. Can they convert the plant though to win? Peaks here. Good.
Oh. That's a hard one.
Knirps.
Yeah.
And they only need to defuse. This will be tough. This will be very tough.
The idea was great. They were like just. They got the.
I think they got taken by.
Yeah, they got taken by surprise that like the whole team of one-man army was pushing through there, but they got the opening frag, but then they just got run over again. I think that's that's a little bit the playstyle of one-man army right now. They're just like running over them a little bit, and Snooze just seems a little bit surprised by that.
Especially again, as you said, confidence is key, and they have that.
Yeah.
I know we are repeating each like I'm repeating myself. But I think it's so nice to see how important it is for that team. And right now, Snooze is on bringer. Like, they need to win every single round now because one-man army is only 1 win away. And they get the opening frag. Knirps gets the second one with the Stingers. Stingers and a dream. I'm telling it now. Stingers and a dream.
Stingers now.
They get the plan down. And the one-man army is now playing for retake. They do have the gun advantage though. And they won't really try to
lost a single member by now, and that's just insane. And they just have to play it slow. They have the plant down, one-man army is on the go. They have to retake the spot.
And they're playing time so well.
Yes.
Somebody taking out the third. Kavan now with the first frag for one-man army. Can't convert though.
Last player standing.
Oh, the Odin. And they did it.
And they actually won the second round with the Stingers.
They did it. The Stingers and
Somehow.
a dream. You said it. You already said it. Wow.
And it's so nice to
That was
see.
an insane round.
It's so nice to see that even though they're in such a bad spot, they still won't give up. They haven't given up hope, and they're still trying their best to play as well as possible.
And they did it. This round was insane. That round was played so nice. And they took the spot, they planned it, and they just did what they had to do. They waited for one-man army to come for them, and they did that so well.
And I think right now it's the first time that Snooze actually has the eco advantage. So let's see how they can convert that. Peaksy doing a great job of holding him off, letting his team time to rotate. But they're outside, they're close up the door. Can they get the plant down quickly before the whole team gets there? Omen now planting. And they got the plant through. Lovely to see. Now they only need to hold down the side. Kavan pushing in, take league with... with...
What am I seeing here?
Only...
Last player standing.
No! He was too
think he
cocky
wanted-
with the knife.
I think he wanted to knife him and he just
Oh my god.
got shit on by the... Yeah.
But that was
I mean,
instant karma. That was
yeah,
instant karma.
that was definitely instant karma. But Snooze Esports also played out this round so great, and there we see another timeout taken, probably to reset as well. Snooze just won 2 rounds in a row, and they just did it so well. I'm so impressed right now. Where was this team 15 minutes ago? It's insane.
I know,
it
right?
feels like they found themselves.
This is also what I think. They finally found their groove, because again, it's pretty hard since they had so many team changes.
Yes.
And I think we will see them improve over the league more and more. Because
Definitely.
again, this is Division 1. Every team here went through a qualifier and is the best of the best that the greater region has to offer.
Yes, it's insane.
Don't be fooled by the score now.
No. It's like every player here has such a high quality player. As I said earlier, they're like, you've seen the frags, right? You've seen the frags. And it's, even though Snooze is like 3-12 disadvantage right now, but they are still playing so great. And to keep your mental up when you're 1 in 12, that's just an insane thing to do. Oh no, I think they were 1-11. But still, it's an insane thing to do to keep your mental up there. And they just did it so well. Let's see what they choose now for their next round.
I also want to point out Snowbody's performance, because she seemed to finally get in her groove. I think she was the key factor in 2 of her 3 victories. So
Yes,
if she's
definitely.
able to continue that performance, I'm sure that the AOMA, even though they are currently leading, need to be prepared. Otherwise, it will be like it won't be a 9-3 curse, but maybe it's a 12-3 curse.
Maybe it's the 12-3 curse today. Maybe we just had to manifest it now. Let's see. Yeah, but I'm so impressed with Snowbunny right now.
Spike down B.
Oh, Snowbody again getting the kill here on peaks, trading, and they're currently planting. And they have the number advantage once again, a 4-3, even though Sova is pretty low though.
Yes, but they definitely have the numbers advantage, and Sova can get them so much information even though he's low. But I'm so impressed right now with their peaks.
But now we see Kavan. We know how dominant this man can play. And they are pushing forward relentlessly. And Snooze cannot relax for a single second. Kavan taking out 1 chaos here with the second.
And that's the knives.
1 enemy remaining.
And Kavan with the 3k, securing their victory over Snooze. With a dominant 3-1. Even though the time was close, there are only 2 seconds left. But wow.
Wow.
Just wow.
I mean, I'm still impressed with Snooze, and especially with Snowbunny's performance. Like in this one round, her movement was so smart, and she was playing so freaking well. But I mean, what should we say? It was a pretty dominant victory, even though some rounds were pretty close. But still, I mean, Kavan played like his whole like the whole maps belongs to him. So he just didn't care. He literally didn't care. He just moved in there, and it also felt like he didn't care which weapon he was playing on.
Not at all. Not at all.
He was like, I'm gonna headshot anyway, so give me a ghost, give me a vandal, I don't care. It's insane.
And now, even though we've seen a one-man army play so dominantly, of course we have already the next match lined up for you.
Oh.
BLX against Esports Team 20. BLX won, Esports Team 20 lost, so Esports Team 20 is hungry for their first win. I know that the guys are. Especially since I think a one-man army loss was a bit tough for them, because I know that there's some history between those teams. There's a certain rivalry. So I think that loss just motivated them even more to show them that they're one of the best here and definitely worthy of one of our final spots.